doing?
Oh,
What's up, brother?
what's good, fam? Yo, I love how you do that shit with the sage, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Take this in, bro.
Take these
Bro,
blessings. Take these blessings.
Hell yeah,
Yes,
bro. You
sir.
gotta start like that, bro. I gotta start every interview, every situation I do like that, just to build this up, build this down, break this down, build this back up.
Keep your energy condom up.
Exactly, like the homie said.
I was just watching that shit. That was tight.
How you doing?
I'm okay, man. I've been taking it really easy. It was my birthday weekend.
Hey, are you an Aries or are you
a Pisces?
Oh,
I'm a triple. I'm a triple Pisces.
I'm next. I'm an Aries, March 28th.
Wow.
No way. Happy late birthday or whatever.
Yeah, you're the Ram. So I got hella of my like Aries tendencies, bro. That's how I get like parties started. Because we start the fires. We like the wind. You know what I'm saying? We get this shit cracking. But then like I swim around. I'm a triple Pisces. My mom says. Like now there's hella memes. They're like, yo, you the toxicest ones out there. You Pisces. I'm like, hey, I'm a slippery fish, baby.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, yeah, no. Well, real quick, I wanted to say like that's actually why I'm happy that you came on, bro. Because I've been telling people like I used to do this for the regular traditional radio, right?
Right.
And I couldn't be myself, so I kind of let it go. Like I let some things go that just aren't for me sometimes, and it's okay. You know, we had our time, so it's nothing against the radio station. They're a corporation; they have to do what they have to do, right? But I also have to be myself. And so I was feeling real, like not feeling well. I almost had like maybe an anxiety attack because I was just like, I'm a very active person. I'm a very like a social person. Like I need to connect. I like to talk. You know, when we met, it was instant. Like, what's up? How you doing? Like good vibes, you know?
Totally.
And so when I don't have that, I start feeling like kind of down, you know? So, but what was so beautiful is anytime you're feeling down, you can use that as an opportunity to bless yourself and grow, you know? And I did. And now I started this kind of, this little kind of interview situation, Pocho live show that I'm going to start doing. Like I've been doing it like daily now. And it's like, so I built something beautiful out of something that was like, I was feeling bad about, you know, like not feeling good about. Just like before this started, bro, I was cracking. So, so thanks for coming on, bro. I just felt like you like when I met you over at the Flamingo, I just felt like you had that bomb ass energy, bro. And then your music. And I was telling the mother of my child, bro, sorry, I talk a lot, but I just want to give some context. I like to give context to each person I meet. And so I was, you know, it's like, wow, you know, his music is music that I would actually play. Like, it's no disrespect to other people, but it's like there's certain music that you can appreciate, right? But it's not your music. You know what I mean? But like this, I would actually have this on my bump list on top of like what we're going through and telling people that you're never alone when you got God with you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So tell me a little bit about who you are and then lead in with that song if you can. Your new song.
I'm feeling lonely. Yeah, you know, my name's Pure Powers. I'm from the North Bay area, West Sonoma County, to be more specific. Occidental. It's a tiny little town out past Sebastopol.
I used to play basketball at that one. I don't know if it's the high school. There's
YMCA
a gym that they would have open.
Yeah, the YMCA or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you're like, I'm from, I was watching your interviews to kind of get a little bit more of like about who you are and stuff like that. And there's a lot I want to touch on. One of the things you're like, I'm from South Park, you know, like we was just raised different. And like I remember being from like West County and being like, yo, South Park's so hood, man. It's like we out in Rosa. Like Rosa was like the city for me, like coming from West County. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like San Francisco was like a whole other world and shit. I used to do like childhood acting and I'd go down there for like interviews and shit when I was a kid. And the city was like a whole other planet, but like Santa Rosa was like the city. Like there was more bitches out there. Like I go to the mall and flex. I go to the fair and be like, yo, like step outside here. We're like in South Park. Like this shit gets real out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like growing up, like, you know, oh, he's a northerner. Oh shit, you learn about Sureños and Norteños and fucking gangbanging shit. And it was like, you know, I always like really looked up. I mean, that's all we had was gangster rap back then. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's all we had. So I was raised on like, you know, your Max Rays and Too Shorts, Tupacs, E40s. It was like hustlers and pimps and shit and gangsters. And then, you know, I moved out to Hawaii when I was in high school. My mom got a teaching job. I was
what island did you go to?
Maui. Yeah, South Side Maui. I'm a Kie boy. And I went out there and I was like the only white boy at the public school. And like I was pretty cocky. I was already rapping and shit at the time. I made the basketball team and I was like fighting like every day. just scrapping out there. And I became friends with like some of the locals, and like joined a little gang out there. And we were like, we're Southside Maui Crips and like running around like super hyphy. And people don't think like notice about the underbelly of Hawaii, because wherever there's poverty and oppression, there's going to be crime.
Oh
And they
yeah.
don't talk about it, just like how they didn't talk about it with San Francisco when San Francisco was super hyphy, like because it's just bad for business. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the
Like
same thing with out here. Sonoma County,
Sonoma
they want to,
County.
especially in the '90s, it was pretty active. I'd say. I mean, it wasn't like a big city, but for who we were, we had a real big issue when I was active, and they try to hide that. They still try to hide that, because it's a wine country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bad for business. It's not a good look. And so let's see. Then I moved. I was just constantly getting in trouble. I promoted clubs on Oahu. I was in Oahu for a while, and was still rapping. There wasn't much of a hip hop scene back then, and then in Hawaii. So then I ended up moving back to. I was all over the place. Santa Cruz. I was in Virginia for a second. Sacramento, like San Francisco, Oakland, and then I moved back to Sonoma County. And when you talked about sobriety, I really resonated with that, and like this is some CBD. And I'm not able to smoke weed like you're able to smoke weed, man. Like I did AA, got sober. It was like the best thing ever. Thinking about going back into that and starting the whole steps over again and stuff like that. But like I quit smoking my vape recently because I relapsed on weed, and it was just like it was taking over my life, leading into me doing other drugs and stuff like that. So I got off weed, back on the vape. Now I'm off the vape. I just mix a little bit of Fronto, like Jamaican style, in this CBD spliff.
Hell yeah,
So it's
bro.
cool. Like some of the hot hemp ones kind of get me like lit. Like they'd be like point two or point three or something. I'm like get super stoned off that shit now. But anyways, moved back to Cali, got sober, and it was the best decision I ever made. And my music when I was younger in Hawaii, there's these dudes named Kamehameha Project, some older dudes, and they're Hawaiian dudes, and they had like the blessings from the kahunas and shit like that, and they were popping. This is like, I was really young. It's like before social media was really cracking. They took me under their wing, and they were like, yo, you just being you and you just being yourself is the hardest shit you could be. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And so me not trying to be anything other than like who I am was like where I really found myself. And then getting sober, it really helped me to take my desire for like getting lit or getting drunk or whatever, chasing that high. I just chase my success at that high. And so it's like you're able to take like your Achilles heel, and turn it into a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Because like us addicts and alcoholics, we're just wired differently. And if we're able to channel, it's not necessarily a bad thing. If we're able to channel that energy in a positive light, we can be super powerful,
Oh
So
yeah, brother. Yeah, I mean, I've been sober off alcohol and cocaine for 7 years now, one day at a time. Like I mean, I went to AA, I did the steps. I mean, those rooms mean everything to me. They saved my father's life before me. I probably wouldn't be born if it wasn't for him getting sober too. I'm half Irish, half Mexican. You know what I mean? So it was gonna happen.
hey,
I'm a
my
green bean.
lucky half's Irish.
Hell yeah, right? And yeah, man. But a couple years ago, I decided that I felt like I really worked on myself really well, and I felt really good about myself. And I took about 2 years to contemplate smoking weed again. And there's just a bunch of different signs from working. I work the big show. I work really big shows, and I was just looking like people were just like 50,000 people, bro, and nobody's fighting, and people are just handing me weed and shit, and just little other things happen, and so. I took a chance, but I took a serious chance. I even told people like, "Hey, I'm gonna start smoking weed again, and if it becomes an issue, I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be accountable to myself." And the thing is, when you successfully really do work through your trauma and the 12 steps of recovery, you really do have a handle on you have like this strong emotional wealth and strength that you can be honest with yourself. And if it becomes an issue, you just need to address it, just like any privilege. I see this plant right here, this medicine, Malinali, like my brand, as a privilege though, not as something that, it's actually a privileged, medicine. And so, because you have to spend a lot of time to create this. So it's a privilege to smoke this. And if it gets out of line, I need to self-check myself. It's not the plant's fault, it's my fault or my internal, history, body and trauma. So that's where I'm at with it. But that's the thing where I really like this space where I can still talk to people and like hold space for anybody that wants to be kind of sober, kind of, you know, this kind of gray area. Because some people can do it, some people can't.
Yeah.
If I drink, I would die.
I
If I
wish
drink, I die, though. If I drink, I die.
I haven't drank in 10 years, man. It's been 10 years since I drank. I was doing like meth when I was 16, smoking crack. I was like crazy, like
Yeah.
home drug addict. I ran away from home. I was just a loose cannon. You know, I was nuts. And for me, like it's even with like the CBD and stuff, it's almost like ideally I would like to be able to go with nothing. And that's even there's different levels of sobriety, like coffee,
Oh,
sugar.
yeah.
I battle with like late night, like sugar. Like I'll fuck
Dude.
of some dairy free Ben and Jerry's hella hard, and like you know what I mean. It's really a battle, and so even with like getting energy to go, I've been feeling kind of stagnant, and so I've been like I took it real easy for my birthday weekend, and like made like I got this fucking like you know it's like a fucking manifestation board I'm working on.
My mom has one of those.
And I did it on the back of my ear, the peacock vibes.
Oh, shit. That's sick, though. Hold on. Keep that up for a minute.
It's just hard. And so like I've really been doing I chant, I do this Buddhist prayer. Like I'm pretty spiritual. I don't really have a certain title. I love Jesus Christ. I practice Buddhism. I feel like everyone's spiritual outfit is custom tailored to them. So I have my Batman belt and I got Jesus and Buddha on both sides of me. And
Yeah.
I practice this and I'm like I'm always open to learn about other things. I
Me
found
too.
Krishnas, Muslims, you know, I love my Jew homies, you know what I mean? Like all sorts of like,
Shout out to the tribe.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel like we have to unify and it all has the main ingredient with spirituality is love for ourselves and love for everyone else. And sometimes it's hard enough just to love ourselves, you know? And so staying spiritually fit the rest of my life. I liked what the homie was talking about before. It's like we're a reflection. If things aren't going right in our lives, we have to look internally. You know what I'm saying? And we are all a reflection of our environment. So I've been feeling kind of stagnant lately, and just wanted to like reboot this, you know, and like there's different levels to the sobriety. It's like even with women or like different
That's a
relationships.
hard one right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Especially, how do you deal with, like, when we get attention? I got attention before I had a
quench
camera.
the thirst.
Yeah, I know. I had it, but I had attention even before I had a camera. And then when I got that camera, I got them degrees and I got that confidence and I got that God in me. It's funny. I got girls when I was like the bad boy and then I became the good boy that used to be bad. And so, but the thing is that I'm looking deeper now, bro. Like the older I get, the more I'm starting to, I recently did a mushroom trip for enlightenment and I found that that God told me, I believe that, well, I know, but to other people, they might think that he told me that if you have a chance to build your family, and that you have something to come home to, that, something that will always believe in you and never hold. Because the thing is, sadly, I feel like I'm a better friend than, like I've always been better to people than they are to me, but I can't expect myself and other people. So, but if I can build a little tribe, I can influence us to really vibe and take care of each other. But I've never been somebody that thought he was going to be like that family guy, bro. But I think that's where I'm going.
So you got a kid now?
Yeah, I have a daughter, and the mother of my child's like this amazing, just fucking amazing.
Oh,
We're not together, but we're really like close, and we, hopefully we will be one day. I'm just keeping it real. And but we really have a lot of respect for each other, so we're just going slow, and I'm just going towards that. I'm not saying that that's me yet, but I'm saying that's where I believe my God is taking me. And I'm, like I said, when you said you're open, I just stay open, bro. I'm a Christian. I follow native ways. I'm a fire keeper. I got Buddha on my wall over here. Like, I do it all, bro. Like, I'm like, give it to me all, baby. You know what I mean? I take it all.
Yeah. Dude, I really admire that. And the reason why, I'm in my 30s and I don't have any kids yet. And
I didn't have my first kid till 35, just so you know.
Wow. So, I want to, I do want to have a kid at some point. Everyone wants that like real Hollywood love and that just, love. And, I just went through a breakup recently and, with the quarantine to bring it full circle, that's where I was coming from with writing that song Lonely.
I know, that's why I wanted to ask if that's where it came from.
And so like the quarantine, like and I've stayed wiggling, bro. Like I can go on about, whatever conspiracy theories or whatever. But like I kept wiggling, and but I'm just being on my own and doing my own thing. And sometimes it feels like you're in the cold rain, you know. Sometimes it feels like you're in the slow lane. That's kind of where it been feeling lately, because people are like, yo, you're so active. I always see you in the studio. I always see you shooting videos. You're going to LA, to New York, to back to the Bay. But like I hadn't hit like a rhythm, and there's something to be said for creating a rhythm with your life, you know. So like doing my spirituality, I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It brings it's a Buddhist prayer. It brings a lot of, I repeat it and I write down these goals, and I think about prayers. I'll think of, you know, I'll chant for you today. I'll be putting, thinking about Pocho. I'll be thinking about my mom, my dad, and all the things that we want to attract. So
We
doing
should
that,
do one live.
we should do. I would be down to chant live. You interviewed my boy Young Solomon.
Yeah, we did one live, bro.
So that's
We
like
should
my,
do one today, right now.
I'd be totally down. That's
Whenever
my,
you're down, like closer to the end, we'll do it.
well, we'll call in Jesse. And so me and Jesse met through the Buddhist practice.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah. And so
Oh,
like
cool.
his girlfriend at the time, a CD when I first moved back here, just trying to plant seeds and get out here. I was like, oh, okay, there's a pretty girl. I'm going to hand her a CD, you know, get my music out, whatever. And Jesse, I met him and he's like, yo, you gave my girl a CD. And this is how cool Jesse is. Normally, like, guys get, oh, who's this dude? Ah, man, frisbee out the window. Ah, his music's weak. And then like Jesse, and we were praying together, and he's like, bro, you gave my girl a CD. And he's like, I just thought your music was so tight, bro. And he's like, you know, he's like, how do you do this or whatever? You know, I'm like, yo, you just got to do it.
I think
And
he brought you up in the interview because
crazy.
he was laughing about, yeah, he did. If you look back, I feel bad because, hey, bro, I'm still learning. So I was super stoned on that day, and I pressed the high one, and so I deleted the whole interview instead of just, you know, because we were going in between each other. And so instead of deleting the screen, like right here, if I wanted to go with somebody else, I would delete the screen, and you know, so I deleted the whole thing. And then we went back on. That was cool. But yeah, he was talking about that. But I already know what you're gonna say about how he is. Like he wasn't tripping, right?
He is a testament.
He's like past that.
Dude, he's a testament to where, you know, I was just like, I like to like give game. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first found this Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, it was like, I felt like it was like a cheat code to life, and I wanted to like hold on to it. I was like, oh, dude, I got the fucking cheat code. Up, down, left, right, A, B, A, B.
Yeah, he took it back on that one. Contra.
That's how I had that shit. And so like, but then I realized the more that I share it, the more that it comes back, because it's all cause and effect. So like you said, even if you're a better friend to someone, for the majority of your relationship, it always comes back. Because there's been times in my life where I had people being the better friend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there's times where like I felt like they gave and gave and gave, and I took and took and took. And so now I'm a very generous friend, almost to a fault sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like with Jesse, I mean, he inspires me so much, man, because he goes out there. He's like, how do I get on shows? I was like, bro, you got to start throwing your own shows. I came out here and I linked up with, you know, Manny from Pastries. You know?
Yeah, he's on tomorrow.
And we're like me, him, and Manny. We're like the trifecta. You know?
Yeah, sick. I've been his fan. I told him about the radio thing way before, right before I did the radio thing.
Took me under his wing out here, and like, man, why you gotta have the Versace robe here? Why you gotta have the he's like, the real flex is how you can impact people's lives in a positive, you know, way. And I never had shit growing up. You know, I believe it or not, out in West County, I grew up really poor. And so like now I'm like, I'm a flex. If I want to drop 150 on some juice, you can all see it on my Instagram right here. Like I can't here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, bro. Hey, I was going to ask you about that. Hey, how do you feel about like, I'm kind of like you in the sense of like I'm all into positive, but I'm also kind of not ghetto fabulous, you know. Like I'm gonna say certain words, this and that. I'm gonna be myself. and I don't care if I really offend you, bro, because I didn't ask you to come here. And this is me, and I only do it on my pages. But how do you? Because you know how there's like that moral authority, like I don't even want to call it the Me Too part of the movement, because there's parts of that movement that are so powerful, but also parts that are very scary.
We saw this last year, the whole cancel culture go
down.
Yeah,
bro. What the fuck?
It's heavy, and sometimes I watched your last interview with that homie, and he was talking about, yeah, everything in the darkness comes to the light eventually, because it will, and that's all cause and effect. That goes to like, I have my karma credit. I could swipe the card and get something now, I'm gonna have to pay it off later. You know what I mean? Or I do so, that's, you know what I mean? Like I haven't been an angel my whole life, and
Yeah,
I'm
what do
still,
they say? You play now and you pay later, or you pay now and play later, but it costs more if you know play now.
I see it as like credit cards, swiping, like paying it forwards, like paying it off. And so I'm always trying to, like, when I'm miserable, the best thing that I can do, and I learned this from AA, was to be of service.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hit up the homies and do something
That's what I'm doing, bro. This is what I'm doing. I was sad, and I was like, instead of being sad and playing the victim, when actually compared to most people on this earth, I'm fucking blessed. I have a nice car. I have my own place. I wish it could be bigger. I wish this. I wish that. But bro, I got heating. I got food in the refrigerator. I'm not tripping. Like I got bomb ass weed. Like, you know, my daughter's fucking, like, I have just so many things. So what the AA taught me too was just God's gratitude, you know, like staying in God's grace.
We're so blessed, bro. And we're the ones that made it. There's a lot of people that I grew up with that
Oh, hell yeah.
have drug overdoses. They are locked up. So I call this, I don't want to get too into it. I have a homie who's locked up for 35 years. He passed on his music to his nephew. His nephew's like a huge fan of mine now, and I'm able to inspire him to live a life that won't end him up in the same places. And like, I feel like people like us went through the darkness so that we can share with the world in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's where, like, it's like also Spider-Man shit. Like, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And like, and so it's time. So that's why when this the year of the ox, this is my year. I'm about to make this shit count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell me about that, bro. What's cracking?
So let's see. Just dropped Lonely. Every single month I'm gonna be, actually April was the first month that I didn't really
one of those challenges and it was nice.
yeah. The challenges was with like some sort of challenge. I'm gonna do a challenge. This next one coming out, and my music is all over the place, man. Just like my personality, and
I like that though.
I'm a Pisces, and I'm like ADD or whatever. My head, my thoughts, and my moods, they're all over the place, and it's like a blessing in a lot of ways creatively, because you're able to tap into the other side and like create that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other side, I'm like, fuck, where'd I put my sunglasses? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Oh shit, I forgot. Oh wait, I'm late for this fucking meeting again. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, but that's on Pure's time. Like, so just tell him a half hour.
Out of my house yesterday.
Oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, I do that shit all the time, and maybe that's an Aries thing too. Maybe it's all the good Kali you're smoking. Who knows? But yeah,
it definitely is. Well, that's the thing, that there are side effects, but the side effects of this isn't that bad.
Even the CBD kind of like almost gets me lit, bro. It's crazy. I want to develop a runts type, like gelato type CBD, because all the CBD is Bammer. Like, I mean, this is like some of the better stuff I found. It's like, I got this at 365. It's called Ringo's Gift.
Oh, shout out to 365. Yeah, Mendocino.
Yeah. And so I like supporting Sonoma County businesses. And my producer Starsky, he just got me some that was like indoor, and I really want to develop. Because I'm an advocate for the cannabis community. And can you hear me okay? Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
So I'm an advocate for cannabis. I love it. I just can't smoke it because I relapsed after not smoking for like 8 years. After being in the community, I've trimmed, I've fucking done all the shit, broker, whatever it is, and been around my homies who are growers and shit like that. So these guys starting brands and shit like that. And so I'm an advocate for it. For me, it's like not every doctor has to take the medicine he prescribes. You know what I'm saying?
Different times. Hills and valleys, bro.
And maybe one day after I have kids and the kids are in college and I'm on a hot tub in my mansion overlooking the sunset, then maybe I'll smoke. Who knows? Like, I don't know. Like, but like the CBD is cool because like I can meet Snoop Dogg or go have a hot box interview with Be Real, and I could chop it up with Burner, and I could go to Jamaica and I could bring my CBD and I could have the Fronto. Me and Sizzla Kalonji could smoke a spliff together. You know what I'm saying? And because they all smoke their own shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. And if I had a brand,
I did. I stopped smoking other people's shit. I smoked Molly Nolly, bro.
Oh, that's the brand. That's your
Yeah,
shit.
Mali Nali, the goddess of grass. So Mali Nali means grass in Nahuatl in Aztec.
Yeah.
This is the glyph for grass in the Aztec calendar. And my parents, I'm half Irish. My dad used to call weed grass. So and my daughter's my goddess kind of. So it's like a ode to the '70s smokers, you know, that used to call it, hey, let's smoke some grass kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I got the 4 directions right here as a smoke, and I got 4 dots for North. This is part of the glyph. I didn't do this part, but it just shows like that it's connected. 4 dots for Norteños and 3 for Sureños, and we're united through our culture.
Whoa, that is hella tight, bro.
Yeah.
That is hella tight, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that is so tight,
We're
bro.
going through the legal process, Jesus. That's why I haven't hit nobody up
Unity,
because I'm
cool.
just I wanted to, I'm gonna do some promotional runs, but yeah, I'm
Mention
gonna
it,
do CBD, bro.
mention it to Manny. So yeah, the CBD is cool. So I would like to develop a CBD brand that has, because when I relapsed, I never tried your sherbets, your cookies, your run, your gelatos. I never tried any of that, but I'd always smell it and I'd be like, ooh, like if I fucking smoked, I'd smoke this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I would like, smoke as much of that type of shit. I tried Gary Payton, cat piss.
Yeah, I like that one. Both,
Cool.
I like that one. Cheetah piss, you mean?
It's cheetah piss. Well, there is a cat piss, but then
Oh
cheetah
no,
piss.
there is a cat piss too, but cheetah piss is the one I like.
So like, I never got to try all these strains, and I did it. And then where I actually got sober on a DMT trip. I got sober smoking some DMT with a homie who actually.
Peyote.
It's like
No. I mean, I got sober peyote.
Oh yeah, I've never done peyote, and
Yeah, I did a teepee, bro, in a what they call sitting up.
I'm not against doing that, and I probably will end up doing ayahuasca. I'm actually about to do this thing called Cambo. It's like this frog poison, and you do it. They like burn your arm. If you sometimes see like maybe at Burning Man, you'll see someone who has like 3 marks on their arm or something. I did Cambo, bro. It's like it's from I believe the Amazon, and a lot of people will do it right before they do ayahuasca to kind of clean out your system. So like the ayahuasca, you'll have a better, more of an impact. And so basically it's not that fun. And people are like, oh,
Yeah, I heard it's crazy.
chronic, doing drugs to get sober and to cleanse yourself or whatever. But you like just puke for like 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And some people say your face swells up, you kind of look like a frog. And I'm gonna do it, man, because I've been feeling like
Vision says do it.
I want to restart, I want to reboot, and the equinox is like cleansing out, like a spring cleaning, and I want to do that with the body for real, man, because it's like it's something that I've had a challenge with in the past, and like whenever, like, we're our own worst critics. Like I could look at myself, and before, if I looked at myself, I'd be like yoked and feeling good about myself when I was hella skinny. Now I get to like where I'm at, and I'm just like, oh man, I need to be more cut here, and like once you hit your 30s, there's this, like, I think Cat Williams was talking about it. There's like this like layer around your waist that you can't see.
Bro, thank you, homie. I'm over here trying to get my on, but I still got this little fucking 10, like a 10 speed, or just chilling, just living there, just living.
That's that late night watching snowfall, eating a fucking Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar, man. That's that like, oh, I'm gonna make some popcorn right before I go to bed, and I got this love sack. I got this love sack right here. I gotta even switch this shit around. This shit right here, bro. This shit is like this $1,200 beanbag chair.
My homeboy has one of those. Hell yeah, I got a big ass TV like that too. Surround sound.
And I love my life, man. When I moved up here, I didn't have a car. I was living in a shack in the back of my homie's trap. Like, and I wrote a song about that. But yeah, my life's great, man. I'm really abundant. I feel blessed. I'm honored that I want to thank you for having me on the show.
Don't you have a couple little things coming up though?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be performing at this mansion up north for 420. I got some really dope cats. We'll see. We gotta lock in these cats, but it's gonna be like a big show. I don't
Where's
know.
that?
I'm talking to some friends. I'm trying to get Grouch and Zion I up there. We'll see if that works out. I think Be Legit was cool. But these are all we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never fucking know.
But I'm gonna be there, and if you want to fuck with me, for sure, I'm gonna be there doing a set. The Collective Conscious, Jesse, Young Solomon, and they gonna be up there. Pastry's gonna be up there. It's gonna be a whole vibe. And then I'm releasing a new song. It's called Peanut Butter. She thick like peanut butter.
Yeah.
from
Protein, baby.
you know
Protein.
video at the O'Farrell Lounge Theater. And that was like one of the first like sex worker strip club places in San Francisco. And these guys, the Mitchell brothers, these two Irish boys, came and took over that whole Broadway section and whole San Francisco. And like their story's wild, man. But it was the last thing ever filmed there, and it was a nightmare of a shoot, man. It was like we had like 5-6 girls cancel on us. This dude's pulling up in like G-Wagons and Lambos. They canceled on us. It was like bad weather, whatever. Like it was really gnarly. Like I realized that we didn't have enough ones. I like brought a bunch. And I was like, man. So I didn't. That was a rough one, but we made magic out of it. This video came out actually hella tight, dude. And I appreciate everyone that showed up for this video shoot. And so that's going to be coming out. I think it's a whole other vibe. Like every other song you get from me is going to be a whole different vibe. It's this dude, Dirty Moolah. He's rapping on it. And it's very like, I don't have a lot of songs that necessarily just go up in a club if you're playing like hip hop or top 40 or whatever. Maybe top 40, because my dance hall, but then I'll be doing some dance.
Because I feel like I'm just going to keep it real, okay? In like, and not in the lane, but like in this lane of like kind of positive, I don't know what the hell you want to call it, bro. I'm not good with names, but good vibe music kind of thing. Like I feel like your shit is the only thing that could cross over, my boy, because I like crossover music, bro. Like I want to be able to listen to somebody that jingles but doesn't jingle like in sync though, back in the day where it was just massively fucking your head with bullshit, It's like real shit though.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
like that lonely's gonna be in my head, bro. It's gonna be playing in my head today,
I want to connect with as many people as possible around the world. And I want to travel the world doing what I love. That's the dream. To me, the dream is to be able to do what you love and be able to provide for yourself and a family with
doing to Brazil.
They say you'll never work a day in your life if you do what you love. I don't know, because I've worked my ass off for this shit, I love it at the same time. So I want to go around the world, and there's never been like a white boy going to other countries and doing like their type of shit. And I don't know, like appropriation shit, but just being inspired by their music, going to these communities, putting hella money in the communities.
Adding value, yeah.
Let's go to Africa and put in a well somewhere where they don't have drinkable water. And let's link up with, whoever's the next Burna Boy and fucking make a song with them and go out. I want to go down to Colombia, go find who's the next J Balvin, or go do a song with Nicky Jam or the Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico and do some I want to do some reggaeton. I want to go to Jamaica and go do some I'm going to go out there. I was going to go for my birthday, but I'm like, every day of my life is like I damn near live like it's my birthday. So I can just my actually birthday, because I turn up so
I always say that.
You know what I'm saying? I turn up so often, and I'm blessed that I'm able to go in situations, and people think I'm on one. People might think I'm drunk, but I just am blessed that I'm able to be outgoing and feel comfortable in my own skin the majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to go make this world music and connect with as many people. Now I'm also from the Bay, so I'm gonna make some Bay Blaps. Me and Mr. Fab got this song.
Blaps.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? I want to make people go dumb.
Shout out to Fab.
Shout out to fucking Fab, the mayor of Oakland, man. But he's been doing
business.
I see a really dope era reality TV show coming up. Like him and Unc,
yeah.
I'm gonna holler at my boy E Money, see if we can get him a reality TV show.
Hey, man, that shit is so dope. I'm happy that he does that. Like he caught on to, a lot of people didn't are not catching on to how powerful social media can be, and if you do it in the right way. So, but I feel like it's dope what he's doing, because he's really giving you an insight and making things lighter, bro. Because it's just tough right now, so we need more laughter.
Especially like Oakland, man, where there's constant funk all the time, man. And he really is I feel like a peacekeeper, man. And so I'm hoping he'll come out on 420. We'll see. And so I still got to shoot that video. Me and the homie Millie got a video we're working on. 10 Millie, he did 7 years wrongfully accused in San Francisco for a murder that he didn't do. He got out. I met him the third day he came out. He's like, Pure. He's like, these motherfuckers, man, I'm gonna make these dudes pay. I was like, yeah, get your bread, bro. And we hit it off. And then all of a sudden he won this case. They call him 10 Millie. I think it was more than 10 million. Dude, and then we knocked out this song. We went out on a boat, got some shots. We're about to go to Rise. And we're just talking about we get to relive. Now, I've never spent a long time, knocking on wood, in jail, but like he spent 7 years of his life like locked up. I spent so many years of my life just fucking up, doing drugs, not loving myself. And so I feel like,
Me too.
it was about like getting to relive our lives, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I love when I hit 30, I was like, yo, I feel like I'm a kid again, only I'm like more
Yeah, my
better.
30's been good to me, bro.
I'm better at adulting and shit. You know what I mean? Now I'm like catch me in a whip that down payment on, you know what I'm saying? Like that feels good. I just opened up a recording studio in Burbank in North Hollywood in Los Angeles area.
Oh, sick.
And
I'm gonna be in LA in Easter week,
okay, yeah, what week is that?
the first week of April.
Okay, you should come
First,
down.
second, third, fourth. Where are
Shit.
you at right now?
I could use some camera work shit, just like behind the scenes shit.
That's my shit, bro. I like documentary shit, bro. I hate photo shoots. I mean, I'm good at photo shoots, but I hate them.
The Pure Powers documentary, bro. It's definitely got it. I
Where are
want to
you
leave.
living now?
So I got a spot in Santa Rosa.
Nice.
And I got a spot in North Hollywood. So my roommate in North Hollywood is Evan Croker. He's the one you see shooting all these films. Like when we went to Jamaica, he did a lot. Will Dub did
Shout out to Scooter.
what's that?
Oh, as I said, shout out to Scooter.
Yo, what
In
up?
the comments.
Shout out to everyone down there.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, like I'm trying to get it cracking this year, and got another song coming out, I believe in the springtime at some point with Sneak from RBE. Used to be with SOB and RBE, and he was signed to Def Jam for a minute. Sneak, shout out to him, man. So we shot this video a while ago, and I think I want to do like a vacation giveaway. Like I want to give people opportunity to get like, I don't know, be like a weekend to Mexico and do this shit and share it and get this shit cracking, because I want people to be able to live their lives, you know what I'm saying, like your boy. And I want to be able to pass these blessings forward by getting my music out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's just dope. Like you're saying, adding value, bro. I'm trying to be I'm only in relationships that are adding value to my life. And even before, bro, like we were talking about, like my intentions weren't as good. So I wasn't getting as good results, because really in
Right.
this life, you get what you give, you know, it's really about how much can you give to the world. You feel me? And so the more I give, you know, and the thing about this platform, bro, is that I'm doing like one or two people that are like I would consider, you know, like a popular person in my book. So I'm doing one or two popular people or whatever, and then I'm doing some people that like have never been interviewed before in their life, like homies that just got like 500 followers or like 1,000 followers, because I don't give a fuck, bro. I want to be because when I was on the radio, I would do all these popular people that came through Sonoma County wine country tourism, you know, so you know all this like celebrities, and then I would pick people in the community that would just never fucking ever been in. It would be their first interview of their whole life, bro. And it just be giving them that confidence, because in my community, there's a lack of self-confidence, bro. So I'm trying to build people up. Like, I'm not the most perfect person. I don't got all the followers. I don't got this, but I'm about action, you know? And so I just want to be about that action. I was in the streets. And so now I am in the sense of fighting for my community, or just like creating bridges, not barriers, because always have this thing of, I brought people into that lifestyle, and then I went to college, fool, because I had some privileges. And so now I came home, bro, to take care of like the prodigal son, bro, to take care of my people, you know, and not to save them, but just to stand with them. You feel me?
Totally, man. I sometimes get and I see that for you, and I've learned this about you, and I want to kick it with you more, bro. Real, man, because we have like, there's a cool circle out here. There's this movement kind of going
There
on.
is though. I want to kick it more too.
I'm totally down, man. And like my boy Jesse, Manny, like we're building this like Justice League kind of thing.
Yeah.
For real, man. Like we just want to go like
And we should do a photo shoot like that.
That would be raw, bro. Like I don't know. Man, I got a whole lot of things to work on. I got my own demons that I'm battling constantly, and
Tell me one.
you know, man, like I can't get enough self-validation. Like,
oh my God,
in whatever, like, you know, I'm this like spiritual fuckboy. Like, just, you know, I was raised.
Oh shit, he said it. He said it.
I was raised by Max, and you know what I mean.
Fucking same way, dog.
So like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to be a good person, and the last thing I want to do is hurt anyone. At the same time, like
at the same time,
I got some things that that are like, you know, character defects and flaws that I need to, you know, address and like and overcome, you know what I'm saying, like that. So like toxic relationships, entertaining someone that is like, you know, it makes no sense and you gotta put it down. Just like when I was like using dope, this is not conducive for the life you want to live, but you can't put this shit down. And now it's like this, like, you know, getting into toxic, you know, entanglements, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And shit like that. So that's something, because like I know that if I just like put all that aside and just focused on my art and my craft, my getting money, I'll be a multimillionaire like within a couple years with platinum hits. For some reason, it's like we are the only thing that are in our own way from living the life that we want to live.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
and that's why I think that my mushroom trip telling me about that family is probably, it wasn't telling me like, hey, go force yourself into a family. It was just saying softly, bro, and that's why I believed it. It wasn't for it was, I didn't feel forced by it. It was just saying softly, bro,
Shoot
like
the
it was like, go that way, bro. You're good. You
oh,
you proved your point. You know, you proved your point.
yeah.
You can get girls. You know, you can be the coolest motherfucker in the room. Like, go be the humblest motherfucker in the room. You know.
Oh, that's like I love like my homie Manny from Pastries, man. He's like, he really like took under his wing and
Try not to laugh.
kids yet, lady. He's single.
No, because like all of us can like get girls, bro. It's sad to say. I hate to say it like that. I'm not trying to, but like everybody you're saying, like Jazz, like I hate to say it.
Yeah,
And we're
right.
all dealing with it though. We're all dealing with it right now at the same time. That's so funny, bro. Maybe it's a beautiful thing though.
It's I mean, it's very in our nature. Like we're like, I'm gonna go
I'm a
hunt.
hunter. I'm a hunter.
Oh, I'm gonna go get the kill and bring it back and feast. You know what I'm
And
saying?
look
Like,
at me. Look at me. Feed my ego.
constantly, bro. Constantly. You see me, man. It's like I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? But like with that being said, like don't get me wrong, I got a big mala bead with my crystal wrap and shit like that too. So there's a whole duality of it all.
Yeah, man.
Me, it's like it comes down to the light and the dark, you know. It's like I got like my man Jesus Cristo, you know, he wants me to just he knows I got all the blessings. I know I got all the gifts. And then there's like the devil. He's like, nah, man, let him, gotta flex for these motherfuckers, man. You gotta let them know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she totally wants you, bro. Like you should just go, you know, maybe you could have her and her friend. You know, like
Yeah, I'm just thinking like all that energy that we spend into that, we could spend it in doing something more now, bro.
boom. And so it's like a daily, it comes down to a daily thing. And that's what back with like the AA, it's like, it's one day at a time. Sometimes it's hours at a time. Sometimes it's minutes at a time. You know what I'm saying? And like, there's a whole power of now and like feeding our brain after a certain age, that's where you get like dementia and shit is you're not like feeding your brain. So I'm like, okay, I want to learn Spanish. I want to be able to sing to the rest of the world in Spanish. There's so many different Spanish speaking countries and cultures. And I want to learn that. I want to learn how to play the guitar. I want to be like someone like Jesse. Like when I met him, like just years ago, he wasn't even playing the guitar like at all. And they started picking it up and playing for an hour a day. I was like, yo, like, so this type of stuff is like one brain. That's where I want to do like this, the body cleansing and,
Yeah.
you know, Ambo and colonics and acupuncture and stuff like that. It's because it'll hit like a little reset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I definitely want to be the best. I want to be who I'm meant to become.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I feel that I have a contract with the other side to go do something very special in this life. And I really hope that it's through music and getting lit and playing shows for people, because that's all myself, my free will has wanted to do this life. That's all I wanted to do. Is just
Well, you got the energy on stage, bro. So like, it's not even. It's just about letting it kind of. Also, like, I feel like we got to go for it at the same time. Let it happen to us. Because sometimes I force things. I forced things that I didn't need to, and it kind of. If I would have just let it happen to me a little bit more, you know, surrendered a little. But you have to be ambitious. It's like this weird balance of being ambitious, but you know.
Bro, I was literally going to touch on that because it's really like. It's hard to, you know, you want to set a reset and let things come to you and know when to slow down and be present and be in the moment. At the same time, set up all these goals and like, it's about pushing yourself and self-love. It's finding that balance of like,
Exactly.
not being too easy. It's like self-love sometimes is tough love. It's like that balance between like weakness is pain leaving the body, and hey, you know, make yourself a bubble bath with Epsom salt and that lavender. It's like it really is about that, man. And
I
so
like, bro.
like this rapper Atmosphere I grew up on and really liked a lot. Slug, he, you know, he had the song I'm Trying to Find a Balance that always like really resonated with me. And it's just like, yeah, man, got a lot of dope music. I got a song with some really heavy hitters, one from Jamaica and the UK, which I'm really excited to announce once that comes, doing this crazy dance hall shit. Everyone should check out my song with Sizzla Kalonji if they haven't yet. That's on, just find me on YouTube. I go by Pure Space Powers. I got a whole lot of new music coming out, bro.
That's right. Hey, real quick before, because we got like, remember we said we probably talk for 20 minutes. That just knows that we're in good vibes.
Like,
we talked for 15
like
minutes.
An hour. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Roddy Rich Official, Ratty Rich.
Oh yeah, right.
And
Homie.
Mama Slim. I didn't even go into all these. Mama Slim, United Visions Movement, Josh Bond, Vazil something, Vibes with something, Scooter, Rico, Pedro, Jonah. There's a bunch of them, but Jesus. Let me see, Young Chico, Shonda, Sparkin. Damn, dude, there's some more. There's a lot of love out here, bro. A lot of people up here at the top. Much love, everybody. I'm not gonna go through all of them, man. It's a little. That's love, bro. I didn't even know how many people commented. Sorry, my man. We were into conversation. I try to get into the comments sometimes, but any quick shout outs before we go?
Man, a lot of shout outs. My production team, the Chef Boys. Shouts out to them. Shouts out to my young homie Jake Levant. Got a whole bunch of new music coming out. Man, there's too many. There's so many homies.
Shout out to Mama Slim, been supportive of Pure Powers for a long time. Mike Molda, Pure is the man. Love my dude,
bro. I love. Shouts out to Mike Molda. He put me on the Santa Cruz hip hop festival back in the day.
Oh, man, I love Santa Cruz. Oh.
Everyone, man. I got my boy Schlump. We're working on a bunch of new music. Shouts out to Nico's the God. We got to get down on some new music. Shouts out to the Grouch. Love my big bro. Living Legends crew.
Oh, that fool's sick.
He's the man.
I never got to meet him yet, man. That's weird. I'm surprised I haven't met him yet, you know, just I haven't bumped into him for some reason.
Hopefully he comes out to the 420 thing, man.
Yeah. Regardless if he does or not, let me know about that. If I'm free, I'll roll out there. Where's it at? What area?
It's like the Mendocino Mansion, I want to say it's called. Maybe Willits.
Okay.
Mendocino somewhere.
It don't matter, but up there.
Maybe or north, and I'll be promoting it. So hoping to lock in some cats this week. And yeah, check out. I think April 2nd. I'm working on hopefully either April 2nd or the weekend after. I just gotta see how close I'm waiting for this video to be done. It's gonna be crazy. Dropping Peanut Butter, produced by the Chef Boys with Dirty Moolah on it. Yeah, shouts out to all the fam, man. Everyone holding it down. Andale, Mike Smith, Seaside Stretch, Amber, people, everyone who's in my corner and everyone who believes in me. Shouts out to everyone who's ever came out to one of my shows, whether it was Kraken or there was 10 people there and saw my spirit and appreciated it. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm a whole lot of new stuff going. Yeah, so I went from like rapping to singing. I did a lot of like backpack lyrical shit. Now I'm like doing some, who knows what it's called, some tropical poppy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so shouts out to everyone watching this and please make sure you find me on YouTube, subscribe. It's Pure Powers. Find me, you know, here, shoot me a line, shoot me a DM, say what's up. And shouts out to everyone. I just want to encourage everyone to go do and find what they love today and just do that shit, man, for real. Just find what you love, talk to the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, tap into that other side, and then take action towards what you want to do. Write down your goals, say them out loud while you're in a car, work on being grateful for what we have, write a gratitude list if you got to. You know what I'm saying? I feel grateful to be alive and be here sharing the space with you guys.
For sure, bro. Take these blessings in, my boy. I appreciate you, everybody. I'm doing another show tonight. I'm gonna start just bringing you guys people, bro. I'm cooped up, so we're gonna start just really going live out here. So again, I really appreciate you coming in and let's keep going, bro. It's just the beginning, you feel me? So again, much love and respect to you, and to everybody else. Thank you again for your support. I'll see you later tonight. And please keep sharing love. We're just gonna keep doing this. Let me know there's people you want me to interview. I really want to conversate with everybody. So again, bro, much love, my boy. I'm gonna get out before we hit the hour mark.
All right, brother.
Stay
Appreciate you,
up,
man.
bro. Peace.
All
I'm
right,
out.
bless.